You're listening to Talkline with Zev Brenner, America's premier Jewish broadcast on the air since 1981.
And now, here's your host.
And we're back. It's always great to have Ken Abramowitz with us. He is chairman of United, well, I was going to say he's director of public relations. He's a chairman of many different groups, but he's chairman of American Friends of Likud, general partner in NGN Capital, National Security. His book is called The Multi-Front War, Defending America from Political Islam, China, Russia, Pandemics, and Racial Strife. So welcome back, Shana Tova. Thank you for joining us again.
Great. Thank you. Oh, and my website is savethewest.com.
Savethewest.com. All right. And Happy New Year, first of all.
Thank you. Happy New Year. Gemar Tov.
Gemar Tov. So are you happy that the President of the United States and the Prime Minister got together and it looks like there may be some sort of a deal for Gaza to get the hostages out and to end the war?
Well, there's good news and bad news. And do we have a couple of hours to get together tonight, or is it just the usual few minutes? So the good news is that there are some positive elements here that President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu are basically pressuring, with the help of other Arab countries, pressuring Hamas to lay down its arms and hand over the hostages within a very, very short period of time, 3 days or so. And Trump has publicly said he's going to give Hamas 3 or 4 days to make a decision. Otherwise, Israel can do anything that it wants. So I would say, so that's a positive step forward. Anytime Israel and America agree on something, that's good. I don't like when the two countries argue with each other. And they got buy-in from the other Arab countries, which I don't particularly care about, but evidently they did. So that's the good news. The bad news is there's so many issues that would have to be ironed out in terms of if this happens, who's going to run Gaza, who's going to pick the people who run Gaza, who's going to run the schools. Because a lot of this can be a repeat of the Oslo mess. In Oslo, Israel handed over territory, but had no rules or didn't enforce any rules. And so you can't let somebody else manage things without your permission, whether it's military permission or cultural permission. So I didn't see anything in the agreement that whoever manages Gaza, Israel will have veto over the books, and can interview the teachers. So there's so many issues that haven't been resolved. But so I would say I'd be cautiously optimistic over the next week that either Hamas will give up its arms or Israel will just plain take over the rest of Gaza.
Now, I find interesting the president said, well, if Hamas doesn't agree to it, then this is it. But what can Israel do more than what it's doing right now?
Well, Israel's taken over maybe 80%, 85% of Gaza now. So it can just take over, basically get to 90% of Gaza, and the people would be living in the remaining 10% of Gaza in the south. So just let the IDF do what the IDF knows how to do.
Unfortunately, it's dragging on, and I think there's a clamoring in Israel to get the hostages back home. And I think even the prime minister, he's going to give into, if Hamas says yes, he will acquiesce to the president and there will be a deal.
Yes. If they say yes and they mean it, you never know what death cults think. Usually the history of death cults is they go down into death. Right? Hitler didn't take a deal 2 weeks before the end of World War II. The Japanese didn't take a deal 2 weeks before either. So usually death cults just plain die in the cause. But if they surprise us and lay down their arms, hand over the hostages, then the plan will go forward. If they say no, Trump has publicly said Israel can do whatever it thinks it has to do to get rid of Hamas and find the hostages.
But the whole world is against Israel, so I don't think that Israel can do any more than what it's doing right now. That's just my opinion. because now the whole world, look at what's happening. More and more countries are recognizing a Palestinian state. I don't know what that means, because like you said, there's no borders, there's no leader. So I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds good on paper. And they're looking at to punish Israel. And you're seeing more and more academics are boycotting Israel, and more people. And even the United States Republicans are slowly eroding their support for Israel. You're seeing all this happening. So I'm not sure what more Israel can do.
By the way, it was forecasted in the Torah. There's a line, I can paraphrase it, maybe you can say the correct line, that you will be a nation alone. You will dwell by yourselves.
We're a nation that dwells alone. That's in the Bible, in Bereshit, in Genesis.
Right.
But
and nothing's changed. We're still, according to me, we're still in biblical times, unofficially in biblical times. Israel is still a nation all alone, because Israel, the Jews believe in the Torah. They believe in the rule of law, or in American terms, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Everybody else, there are the pagans. The pagans controlled the world in Abraham's time, in Moshe's time, and they still control the world in today's time. Nothing's changed.
Because when you're recording the Bible, the first person to experience anti-Semitism was Isaac, was Yitzchak, and he was thrown out of the Palestine, the country where Israel is now, close by. He was thrown out, and the king came to him with Fichol, the chief of staff, and they said to Yitzchak, "We love you." And Yitzchak says to them, "You hate me, you threw me out." And they go, "What do you mean we love you? We didn't do anything to you. We let you live," basically speaking. So they consider that a kindness and generosity that they didn't kill Yitzchak. And things haven't changed as much in time. The anti-Semitism is always there, and unfortunately will be there to the end of time.
Yeah,
but
I have an expression, show me the first Semite, I'll show you the first anti-Semite.
It's there, unfortunately. But we're hoping, pray. Are you optimistic or pessimistic for the new year?
I'm optimistic, and there's three things I'm looking for. And I'm tired of tying. I look at political affairs as like a baseball game or football game. Let's win. So I'm looking for a year of winning. I want Israel to win against its various enemies, Hamas right now, Iran over the next 12 months. I'm looking for the Israeli people to win over the next 12 months. By that I mean not having to serve in the reserves and hurt their family life, their work life, in their own life at the same time. And I'm looking for victory for the American people, because if Israel wins, America wins. So those are three signs of victory that I'm looking forward to in the forthcoming year.
May we have a wonderful and really peaceful year and healthy year for all of us. Ken Abramowitz, Chairman of American Friends of Likud. Don't forget, his book is called The Multi-Front War. It's defending America from political Islam, China, Russian pandemics, and racial strife, as well as SaveTheWest.com. Thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be with you, and I wish everybody a Happy New Year and Gemar Tov.
Gemar Tov and a Happy New Year, and things should go well with this year. Ken Abramowitz here on the Talkline Network, looking at some of the issues dealing with the United States and Israel.